Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel Dhyani classes. If you are watching my video for the first time, do subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon so that you get notified whenever new video will be uploaded. So in today's video we will cover the poem Amanda from class 10th CBSE. So let's get started. Theme of the poem Amanda, written by poet Robin Klein. This poem focuses on the upbringing of a small child and her name is Amanda. Poem also focuses on the suffering and struggles which a child is facing. The poet makes the significant point that the children should not be criticized and never be deprived of their freedom, and it is the parents who are responsible for the proper upbringing of their child. So the poem talks about upbringing of a child and also focuses on the struggles of a child and pays attention to how a child facing many difficulties in his life while growing up. So seeing this, the poet want to make one point very clear, that children should not be pressurized or criticized and should not be deprived of their freedom. So in the same way how sometimes parents keep on talking to them and do not let them enjoy their freedom and do not let them do their things as per their wish. So some children do not like what their parents tells them and want to be free from bondages. So through the poem we will see how the parents should help the children to grow up in a proper way and how the parents should also be responsible for that. So let's begin with the first stanza of the poem. Don't bite your nails, Amanda. Don't hunch your shoulders, Amanda. Stop that slouching and sit up straight, Amanda. Don't bite nails, Amanda. So here the poet is talking about the girl named Amanda, and she might be 11 or 13 years old, and her parents have always been ordered her to do things according to them, and somebody is telling her don't bite nails, Amanda. So she was sitting alone and doing her work, but they did not like the way she was biting her nails and then disturbing her from her work by saying don't bite nails, Amanda, and then don't hunch your shoulders. So her parents also ordering her not to hunch her shoulders, that means don't raise your shoulder forward, and ordered her to sit straight because her parents don't like the way she was sitting, and says stop that slouching and sit up straight, Amanda. So here Amanda was sitting in a lazy manner, bending her shoulders and all, and then again her parents called her and ordered her to stop that slouching, that means don't sit in a lazy manner and sit straight only, because her parents do not like the way she was sitting. And we can see how the parents constantly disturbing her by giving orders to do what they wanted to do or the things as per their wish. Stanza 2. There is a languid emerald sea where the sole inhabitant is me, a mermaid drifting blissfully. So second stanza focuses on how the child is imagining and she is feeling so happy without anybody's disturbance. So let's see what she is imagining in this stanza. There is a languid emerald sea where the sole inhabitant is me. So here she is imagining that there is a languid emerald sea, that means there is a peaceful and calm green sea, and this sea looking very calm and peaceful and relaxed, and there is no movement in the water and everything is calm and quiet, and says where the sole inhabitant is me, that means it looks like a residence and somebody is living there very peacefully and there is no disturbance at all. So she is imagining that she is living in this peaceful and calm world is called languid emerald sea, and this place is very lonely, and that's why this place is very calm and quiet, and says a mermaid drifting blissfully. So what do you mean by mermaid? That means half fish and half woman, and she is looking very beautiful and drifting blissfully, that means she is floating across the green sea very happily and nobody ordering her to float as per their wish, and now she is free to float everywhere as per her wish. So this is what she is imagining, that she is all alone in a peaceful green sea and she transformed into a mermaid and she is floating very happily without anybody disturbance. So this is a beautiful thought that came in her mind, and then she started imagining and wants to be alone, all alone without any further disturbance. Did you finish your homework, Amanda? Did you tidy your room, Amanda? I thought I told you clean your shoes, Amanda. So here again her parent disturbing her by asking questions or giving her commands that did you finish your homework, Amanda? And then at the same time they are asking did you tidy your room, that means did you groom your room or did you clean your room or to keep things in order, And then again asking a question that I thought I told you to clean your shoes. That means again she gave her command to clean her shoes without knowing anything whether she has done her homework or not. But still she is asking questions one after another, and then in this way the parents criticizing her a lot and disturbing her and stopping her to do her things as per her wish. I am an orphan roaming the street. I pattern soft dust with my hushed bare feet. The silence is golden, the freedom is sweet. So in this stanza, the poet tells that there were many thoughts running Amanda's mind and says, I am an orphan. That means she is considering herself a child without having parents and roaming the street. So she is thinking that she is an orphan and roaming the street and nobody disturbing her at this time because she doesn't have a parents and she is not feeling anxious to be cross-examined by the parents. And she's also thinking that I pattern soft dust with my hushed bare feet. That means she is walking freely and making a pattern with the soft dust by her feet in the street, and she is barefooted and roaming in the street, and nobody is asking any question to her, who are you and from where are you coming, and everything is calm and quiet in her life. And says the silence is golden, the freedom is sweet. So she is feeling very happy to be alone and want to be left alone, and she doesn't want any answer from anybody, and she doesn't like unnecessary questions, and saying freedom is really sweet because she want to live her life freely without pressure, without disturbance, and doesn't want to anybody come and disturb her. So these were the thoughts running through her mind when she was sitting inside the house. Don't eat that chocolate, Amanda. Remember your acne, Amanda. Will you please look at me when I am speaking to you, Amanda? So don't eat that chocolate, Amanda. So here the poet is saying that again her parents disturbing her by giving an order not to eat chocolate, Amanda. And they are also giving her advice that remember her acne, Amanda. That means just look at the pimple on your face, and if you eat too much chocolates, pimple will become bigger on your face, and then your face will not look neat and clean. So in this way they are giving her an order not to eat chocolate, but at the same time Amanda is busy doing her homework and completely avoids what her parents is saying to her and says, will you please look at me when I am speaking to you, Amanda? So as Amanda was busy doing her homework, and at the same time her parents is trying to speak to her, but she doesn't care what the parents saying, and then parents becomes angry and then wanted her to look at them and listen to them what they are saying. So in this way Amanda feels insecure and unable to do what she wants to do freely as per her wish. I am Rapunzel, I have not a care. Life in a tower is tranquil and rare. I'll certainly never let down my bright hair. So I am Rapunzel. So here she is imagining and considering herself as Rapunzel. That means a character of fairy tale or a witch. So she is imagining that she is a witch and says, I have not a care. Life in a tower is tranquil and rare. That means she is imagining that she was kidnapped by the witch and she kept Amanda inside the castle, and in this way she is saying that I am Rapunzel. So Rapunzel had to live in a tower all by herself along with a witch. So Amanda is thinking that she is also Rapunzel and she is saying I don't care and I like to live in a tower because the life is tranquil and rare there. That means peaceful and calm, and nobody is bothered about anybody. But on the other hand, everybody does not get the chance to live in a tower because chances are very rare to live in a tower, just like a Rapunzel. And then she is thinking, I'll certainly never let down my bright hair. So she is comparing her hair with Rapunzel's hair because Rapunzel had long, bright and golden color hair. So Amanda also used to put their hair down from the window so that witch can climb up and down. So she is imagining I am a Rapunzel, and so now here she is saying that I am Rapunzel and saying I'll certainly never down my bright hair. That means I will not put down my hair through the window and never let anybody come up and down. So this is what she is imagining. Stop that sulking at once, Amanda. You're always so moody, Amanda. Anyone would think that I nagged at you, Amanda. So here the poet is saying that again her parents talking to her and saying, stop that sulking at once, Amanda. That means stop being moody and don't be sad all the time, and says you are not happy at all whatever work you do and sitting very quietly and all. So in this way her parents again asking her unwanted questions which she really doesn't like, and says you are always so moody, Amanda. So again the parents bothered her by asking the questions that you are so moody and you don't feel happiness at all, and you always keeps changing your mood and you looks that you are not in good mood. And then the parents continuously asking question to her that anyone would think that I nagged at you, Amanda. So again the parents talking to her, we are really tensed and worried that you are so moody and sulking, and why she is moody and sulking, just because of irritating question by the parents. So why do the parents is asking many questions to Amanda? Because they feels their daughter becomes so moody and she is not happy at all in her life and she doesn't like to do homework, and her parents were talking that thinking that people will blame us and they will think that Amanda is so moody and aggressive and she is not happy at all just because of the parents. So this is the end of the poem. Let's look at the poetic devices used in the poem. Poetic device: metaphor. Phrase is applied to an object or action to which it is not literally applicable, that is mermaid and Rapunzel, freedom is sweet, silence is golden, emerald sea. So metaphor means comparison. That means a device used for comparison between two things. So this poem, Amanda imagines herself to be Rapunzel and then she is saying freedom is sweet and silence is golden and the sea is like an emerald sea. So all these are metaphor. Repetition: literally device in which word or phrase is repeated two or more times, that is Amanda don't, repeated two or more times. So repetition means when words are repeated. So words like Amanda don't all are repeated again. So these are all repetitions. Alliteration: same letter or sound at the beginning of next word or closely connected words such as stop that slouching and sit up straight, did you tidy your room, etc. So alliteration is repetition of similar sound. So stop that slouching and sit up straight. So here sa sound is repeated again and again, and did you tidy your room? So ya sound is repeated. So all that is alliteration. Allusion: literally device in which the speaker refers either directly or indirectly to a person, event or thing in a history, such as Amanda is imagining herself to be mermaid or Rapunzel, etc. So allusion is some reference to character or stories in the past. So here in this poem, Amanda is imagining herself to be mermaid or Rapunzel, etc. So all these are allusions. So this is the end of the poem Amanda from class 10th CBSE. So I hope you like the video. For more informative videos, do subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon so that you get notified whenever new video will be uploaded. So thank you so much for watching once again. Stay safe, stay healthy.